on the road again, leaving Cavendish, heading over to the huge big bridge off Prince Edward Island, which will take us across to New Brunswick. We come to the end of Graham's Road, we're turning left. We're following a tractor. There's mostly farming land all over PEI, rich soil. They grow maize, potatoes, other grains like, I think, the sorghum we've seen, possibly wheat. Confederation Bridge. My goodness, it disappears into the distance. Oh, what a bridge. We're coming on, it was $44.50 Canadian to have the privilege of travelling across this huge Confederation Bridge. We're doing. At least now we can see land in sight. There you are. Confederation Bridge. What an amazing achievement. Yeah, we're nearly off the other end. So we're officially back on the mainland in New Brunswick. Just shows you how much wind there is here. Confirmed also by the flags up on top of the information centre here at Cape Jurman. I've puffed and panted my way up the observation tower and I still can't get higher than the bridge. We're driving under the Confederation Bridge now. Coastal route, the littoral route according to the French side. We pulled up in lovely sunshine at our Miramichi campground. Driving out of our Black River camp at Miramichi, and it's a miserable, misty, drizzly day. These trees are starting to change rapidly now, getting their colour. Doing a little circuit through Miramichi. When Francis Peabody arrived in 1800, only a handful of farms peppered the dense woodlands of Miramichi. Not a road or a bridge or a store in sight. The river was the only highway. Peabody moved goods to and from Halifax. But unlike other businessmen who came and left, Peabody saw potential. Mooring his schooner permanently, he purchased property, built a home, naming his residence Chatham. His ventures in trade, shipbuilding and lumbering brought prosperity to the area, and round his home, Miramichi's first town, Chatham, emerged. But who said Sydney had the only coat hanger? Miramichi's also got one of them.
Here's Sue hugging Mr. Peabody, founder of this place.
Yes, he's contemplating his city, his river, all the money he probably made by settling here. Good fella, Frank. Good old fella.
And here behind, of course, is the Shudo Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Yeah, it's not the real thing.
It's quite long.
We were lucky to find somewhere to park our big van here in this busy little town, Miramichi. This is O'Donoghue's pub, and next to it, the red building, is the Flatiron building, one of the historical buildings in town. We're going to go and have a coffee at Tim Hortons. He comes highly recommended by Boston. Okay. Across this harbour bridge look-alike at Miramichi. We're just near Tracadie de Sheila, and we've come up a dead end to look for a view for lunch. Even though it's raining, we still have to have water views for lunch. These are they. Not so bad. You could do worse than that for a lunchtime view, couldn't you? This has turned out to be a nice spot, even though it has been raining until just then. We're up at Point des Ferguson at Tracadie Sheila. Aquarium, the largest one in New Brunswick apparently. This is the lighthouse at the aquarium. No, he says, I'm not coming near you with the camera. Just leaving Shippagan, where the aquarium was, heading across the causeway, I think it is, to the Arcadian Islands. It's taking us across to Ile Lamec, or Lamec Island. The bridge we've just come across. Miscou. They've got a nice church. Miscou's obviously mainly fishing. Camping in Pokemush welcomes the Australian group. We set up camp in Pokemush. Still raining, but the light's looking promising. We might have a nice day tomorrow. We've got a long drive heading over to Quebec. We're dining in tonight with beautiful New Brunswick beef by potato salad and green salad made by herself. It's a Pokemunch morning. We've got a big drive today. Norm and I have been up half the night because we've got an alarm going, as you might hear. That's what we've slept with all night. Beep. Beep. That means, after much reading of a book that didn't tell us what to do about it, that there's a fault. Graham came and pressed the button and held it down, which we didn't hold down long enough. And we've stopped beeping, thank God. We're not going to beep all the way to Quebec. Just driving out of the caravan park at Pokemush just after 8 a.m. in the morning. We're entering Parqueville, huge big church here at the end of the highway. We're on the road to Bathurst. New Brunswick, not Australia. Bathurst is a mining town. Up nearly $200 worth of fuel, 190 something, and Tim Hortons coffee and a couple of muffins up for the road, and this is what Bathurst looks like.
After 200 metres, turn right.
We're heading back up to the Bathurst bypass now and the highway to Quebec. Looking across the Bay de Chaleurs, which is off St Lawrence, looking back towards Dalhousie somewhere to the right. We're coming towards Campbellton now, beside Bay Chambeau. I'm looking back towards Campbellton on Bay Chaleurs. This is the bridge from Campbellton across. We've just been speaking to a local who tells me that there's an Indian settlement on the left, French on the right. We were just told by the local that they catch a lot of salmon in this river, and here's proof. This bridge is taking us across from New Brunswick to Quebec.